Hello.
Hey, Miss Massingale. It's nice to meet you in person. I talked with you on the phone briefly.
And you're Rena?
Yes, I'm Rena.
Okay.
And this is Riley Funeral Home, and I'm sorry about the loss of your aunt.
Well, she was 90 years old and she had a lot of health conditions. And basically, her body was just worn out, you know. But I want to talk to you about some arrangements or some
Do
cremation.
you have any idea what you think you might want to do?
I think right now we're looking toward a cremation. You know, and you know, we might have a memorial service later on or some type of.
Let's go have a seat.
Go.
Would you like a bottle of water? I see you've got your grandson with you.
Yeah, he just kind of follows me around. He's
You want to have a seat?
my little sidekick.
I have water on here if you'd like one, or if you'd prefer soft drink or something.
No, I don't think I want anything right now. Thank you though.
These chairs are pretty heavy.
Oh yeah. But I was reading some of the information that you had given me, and I think that's probably the best route for us to go, is with a cremation. So can you tell me maybe the prices and what
Sure.
all it involves?
Yes, ma'am. We have several packages that we offer here at Riley Funeral Home. We also just have what we call a direct cremation.
Okay, now can you explain that to me?
Yes.
Is this the direct?
Yes, it's in here. This is everything in this one.
Okay.
But the direct cremation is right here. It just involves, since she's already in our care, which right now I have her in what we call our prep room, because we wasn't sure if you wanted to view or not, to make for identifying purposes, or whether you wanted us to use a photo to identify her.
I think we'll go with. I'd like to see her.
Okay. This one right here is the one that's what we do right there. We have a cremation alternative. We call it an alternative container. It's what she'll have to be in to be cremated. Unless you have something.
No. I don't have anything, because I really didn't know anything about cremation until.
Okay. Would you like me to explain? I mean, how deep do you want to know about the cremation process?
Well,
or you just want to know about how we take care of it?
I want to know how you take care of it.
Okay. First off, your aunt's already in our care. We did the removal.
Right.
She's in our care.
Right.
In the next couple of hours, I'm going to have to put her in refrigeration, because after 24 hours, we have to refrigerate.
Okay.
We can let the family have a small viewing. You do not have to embalm. It is not required.
Okay.
If you want her embalmed for a big public viewing, we'll be happy to do that.
Now, I don't think we'll do that, because most all of her relatives and everybody is gone. You know, now she does have some friends around, and then basically I'm the only one, and of course my children, which, you know, I'm thinking that maybe we'll just go with a direct cremation.
Okay.
And get, that doesn't involve, that, no, you said that didn't involve embalming.
No.
Okay, so what does
And you
she,
can still have a small family, what we call just a small family viewing.
okay,
We use it for identification purposes.
no, I just want to look, I just want to remember her like she was.
I understand.
You know,
Since we're going to go that route, I will be needing a recent photo of her.
Okay. Can I bring that to you?
That'd be great. Or you can email it to me. I'll get you a business card before you leave, and it'll have all my information on it, so you can email it or call or text it, whatever you need to do.
Okay, so then what, we don't need a casket or anything like that, okay. And how long does this take, and when will we get the remains back, or?
It's pretty fast. I mean, we have to wait 48 hours, just in case you change your mind. The statement, I mean, we have to wait 48 hours before we can do a cremation. And I'm pretty sure that's in case some of the families do change their minds. But I have to obtain what is called a burial transit permit before we can move her.
Oh, okay.
And that requires the physician that called it to sign. And then the state of Texas will go in there and okay it whenever I fill out everything for a death certificate. Which, don't let this overwhelm you, but it looks like a lot of information, but it's really not. I'll collect all of this information it's basically her birth certificate information.
Oh, okay.
Her parents, what she did.
Okay. Now, I gave you most of that last night.
Yes, I just haven't had time to put it on here yet.
Okay.
I just haven't there was a couple of things I still needed, like your email address.
Okay. Yeah, I can give you that.
Your address, I didn't get it either.
Okay, it's 245. You want me to?
No, I have some paper here.
$245 County Road, 500 Hamilton.
76531. Okay.
And you have my phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have my email is Clydell. You spelled that right. Most people don't get that right.
Oh, Clydell?
Yes.
Oh.
They misspell it.
I don't know, it just seems normal to me. You were named after your dad, I'm assuming.
Oh, that's right. Clydell at Embark with a Q.
Now I may have messed up that one, if you hadn't told me.
Mail.com.
Perfect. The rest of that I have. Oh, what was her usual occupation? I know that when we did the removal, the boys told me that there was a bunch of sewing machines and quilts and stuff like that.
She worked at Wall's Sewing Factory for many, many years. And, well, she worked at the other, what was the name of that other one? There was another sewing factory here in town at one time. And she worked there, and then when Walls built, well, she went out there. And then she retired from Walls. But yeah, she was always sewing.
She was a seamstress by occupation.
Yeah, she just liked to sew.
Mm-hmm. Was she married and had any kids or anything?
Yeah, she was married and had a son, but he passed away at the age of 12. He was in a shooting accident.
Here in Hamilton?
Yes. This was in...
I'm sorry to hear that.
1961. And it was at Thanksgiving.
Oh, so that's been a long time.
Yeah. And he's, he had a lot of health issues too, and she never, ever got over that. She had a little stick of wood the day before he got shot. He was whittling on this little stick of wood in the back bedroom with just like little boys do, just whittle. Mm-hmm. Well, to this day, that little stick of wood is still in the window.
Is that something you would like to have cremated with her, or are you going to keep it, or?
No.
Because you can send anything with them as long as it's not metal.
Metal. No, I think I'm just gonna keep it.
I don't blame you.
I'm
I
just
want
gonna
to keep it too. I want to keep it. Young man, what's your name?
Beckett.
Beckett. I like that name. You want to go look at some caskets when we get through?
No.
You don't? Are you scared? Don't be scared. This is not a scary place. It's not really. I wander all over the place in here. It's not scary.
Mm-hmm.
You want a bottle of water and soft drink or something?
No.
Okay.
No,
I
thank
have snacks over there too if you want some.
No, thank you. Okay, so I kind of need to look over some of this right now. Maybe, I think I'm gonna take him and get some lunch.
Okay. Before you go, would you like me just to explain these packages that we have? They probably have a lot of bells and whistles that you're probably not gonna want, but I like to offer them just in case you change your mind. And you're welcome to take this to lunch with you, because these are
Okay.
yours. But this one here is a very, very popular cremation package that we do. We call it the Tribute. It includes the cremation, the refrigeration, all the costs of transferring to here from the home to the crematory and back. And it also includes either like an 18 by 20 photo like we have on the wall over here with one of those frames. And it does not have to be of your aunt. That can be of your lovely little grandson here. That can be of your family. It can be the dog. That's your choice. But that's one option we have. And then we have a lovely fingerprint necklace that
I have seen people with those.
the necklaces.
Those are really neat.
Is that something you'd be interested in? You can still do the direct and just buy the necklace. You don't have to.
I'm thinking I would like the necklace. I think that would be great, and it would be something to remember her by.
Have you given any thought to an urn?
Yes, but
Because what she's going to return in, if you're planning on scattering or burying, it's very adequate for both of those.
oh, it is.
It's just a plastic box
I really
with a plastic bag in it.
Yeah, I really want to just bury her out there by her son.
Then I would just keep it in the container that it's going to arrive from the crematory in. The size of a post hole is plenty big to bury it.
Okay.
You don't need our services to do that unless you just want it.
She has a tombstone out there already, and a burial plot. She's where her son's buried, and she has everything's set up out there. All I'll need to do is just put the date of death.
No, we do offer that here. We have a young man in town by the name of Toby Logan. He used to work out at the monument plant that's out at the edge of town, but now he does it for himself. But he still does theirs too.
Oh,
But
okay.
we just have a paper. He charges $275 for that. Would you like me to add that to your contract for that?
I would. Okay. Well, these are the type of urns. Okay.
Yes, those are the ones that come with the tribute package. The teddy bear, that's obviously for a little kid, which we don't.
I hope I never have to.
This one here, it's kind of a sand colored, kind of marble brown beigey thing. That one there's a maroon.
Okay.
It's wooden, but it's maroon. That one there's like marble, but I don't really think it is marble. It's not heavy enough. But
okay. And this is the total right here for all of that, huh?
yes.
Okay. What's package savings? Oh, okay. I got
We
you.
give what's called dignity discounts. It's where Dignity Memorial Funeral Home.
Oh, okay. So we get a discount.
And I'll have to run it through my manager, but because you are a repeat customer, because we just buried your husband not long ago.
Uh-huh.
And we probably buried Mert's husband.
Yes. And I have a son-in-law, you know, and yes, I'm a repeat customer and I just keep coming back.
We do offer a little savings for that.
Oh, well,
We
good.
just think that's enough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We just
But
appreciate you coming back to us.
I've been very pleased with the service that I've gotten here.
Well, thank you.
Know. The others were a burial, you know. They weren't a cremation. But I think that's what I'm going to do.
Cremations are just kind of, burials, they're kind of,
They kind of
you
go
have a
home.
service, you have a visitation, you bury them.
Yeah. And this way, you know, I don't have to prolong
No, ma'am.
all of this stuff,
No.
you know.
And if you want to wait and have a memorial later, you can do that anytime.
Yeah, and I'll probably do that later on, you know. But I'll probably just do that probably at my house or something, you know, and just have the family, you know. But I don't know just when. We'll have to figure out a date and time, you know. But I do want to put her out there with her son.
Is that something you want to do as a family? I mean, like, do y'all actually want to go dig the hole, or would you like us to have it done, or?
No, I think we'll just do that as a family. I appreciate it, but, you know, somebody surely can use a post hole digger.
You'd be surprised.
Well, that's
You'd be
true.
surprised.
That's probably true. But,
Will you be requiring a register book?
yes. Can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
And how long do you leave those out, or what?
We can display it here at the funeral home until after you pick up the remains.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then whenever you come and pick up that, then we'll
Yeah,
have it all
okay.
packaged up. And
Okay.
when you sign for the receipt of the loved one, then we'll
Okay.
give all of that to you. Plus some thank you notes if you need them.
Yeah, I will, because people are already bringing food and stuff, you know, so.
I know this little community is big on the food thing.
Mm-hmm. They sure are. And you know, she was big on flowers. She loved flowers. As a matter of fact, in her garden, she planted half of it in flowers. You know, just blooming flowers. Not just the greens, you know, but they had to be flowers. Roses and all kinds of stuff. And I'm not a flower person, you know, so.
Well, somebody else, because the florist has already contacted us about bringing flowers.
Oh my, okay, well, I'll do my best, but.
You're probably going to have several. The live ones, if you're taking them to the cemetery, if you're doing this pretty quick, we'd be happy to haul them to take them to the cemetery for you.
Oh, okay.
And place them on top of the grave.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do it as soon as I get the remains, you know. I want to do that. And maybe y'all could just go ahead and dig the hole. We can put the flowers on it. Would that be okay? I mean, is that an option?
Sure is. We'll use Hank Cloth is the one we use for that.
Okay.
He charges $200.
Okay, so that's gonna be, now let's total all this up and see if we're running over her budget.
Well, no.
But she did have, at one time, I think she had a pre-need.
I looked through our file back there and I didn't find one. I'm not gonna say that doesn't mean that she got it somewhere else and we can transfer it in here maybe, or it was before Dignity Memorial took over this funeral home and it became an SCI corporation.
Okay.
Because we don't have those on record here yet.
I bet that's what happened.
Do you have a copy of it at home?
I'll look and see. You know, I've got stacks and stacks of papers, you know, that I'm going to have to go through. And I think also that she had another little burial policy that was something, the Sons of Herman, or I think that's the name of it.
So there's a burial policy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but does a burial policy work with a cremation?
Yes,
Works as the same.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This
Okay. Let me
position
see
is
if I
disposition.
let me see if I can find that too. I don't think it was maybe $1,000 or something.
Any little bit helps.
It wasn't that much. But and also I think she got that pre-need. I think when Melvin Hinckus had the funeral home. So that's many years ago.
That gets me a starting spot then.
You gotta excuse me a minute, but I got a cramp in my leg.
Do you need something? I mean,
No,
I may have some pickles in the refrigerator.
No, I just get these cramps every once in a while, and I just have to stand up.
I have to work them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't need to. I guess we don't need to fool with her hair or worry about what she's got on or anything, the type of clothes.
That's just totally up to you. If you want us to dress her in something really nice, we'd be happy to.
No, because it's just gonna get cremated too.
Yes, ma'am.
And that sounds so awful, but I think that's our best way of going this time. But I would like, let's see, can we kind of total this up and see what we have?
Yes, ma'am.
I have the 4,000 for.
So you've decided you want to go with this tribute package and get that necklace?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the way to go, because whenever you get the discounts plus the other one for repeat customer, it's going to be a little bit less than a direct cremation.
Oh, okay.
Plus you get the necklace and we take care of all this other stuff instead of having to add it on there.
Okay. Okay, so.
That cemetery you mentioned, is that the one at the edge of town?
Uh-huh.
Is it right next to K6? Or is it kind of in the middle?
No. It's with the other end.
Okay, that's Oakwood. Because that one end, that first road back to K6, that's what we call new IOOF.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just from that one road back to K6's fence, that's new IOOF. I know, it's confusing.
Okay.
IOOF is in that other cemetery by the convenience store.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's old IOOF. Then the new IOOF. Then Oakwood.
Okay. So
Oakwood's the big one out
there. I'll tell you, it's the last road that goes into the cemetery.
Okay. Over by the county barn, that road.
Yes, you can see the county barn from her.
Is she under those beautiful oak trees?
Mm-hmm.
That grove of them there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know exactly where her
it's,
son's grave is.
Yeah, it's back in there at Thompson's. You'll see all the time.
What's his name, Robert?
Robert.
I know exactly where that one is. We just buried someone not too long ago right there close. And I always walk around the cemeteries and look. And
yeah, that's his. All of his relatives are buried all kind of right there in that one little spot. She was married to Cleo Thompson.
I think I have all
at
that
one
in
time,
in
but
my death certificate information.
right after he was military, you know, he made a career out of it, and he was gone all the time. And after Robert got killed, well, I don't know, they just kind of went their separate ways, you know, and then she found Roy Davies. You buried him, I don't know.
Oh, that was. Oh, now I'm getting the tie here. Okay.
Yeah, it's, and they were married. They married the same year that we did, except they married in September. We married in May, and they married in September. So, you know, I could keep up with how many years
They'd been married.
they'd been married, you know, but yeah, and she was my mother, I guess you might say.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that taught me to can, taught me to sew. Well, I kind of knew how to sew.
Did she live at Littleville?
Uh-huh.
I knew that's her garden up there, isn't it, with all those flowers
Yeah,
in
on
it.
that dead end right
Yes.
before you go through that
Yes.
cattle guard.
Because
Mm-hmm.
we just picked up a Mr. Fisher
Oh, yeah.
right there
Yeah,
on the
he
corner.
kind of lived catty corner.
Yes, well, I noticed that beautiful garden over there with all those flowers in it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you had to mow her yard one way, and the next time you had to mow it the other way. You know, that was just, I mean, that yard was immaculate. You know, she was,
Sometimes they get set in their ways.
yes, they do. And of course, we did what she said, you know. And she had one of the prettiest wisteria vines out there. And
those purple,
that
the green
hang
purple.
the,
Yes.
we had to build what do you call it? I guess stays, but we had to build
Like a
it.
trellis thing.
Yeah, no, it wasn't really a trellis. It was kind of more of
A stay away from me thing.
yes.
A fence, a guard fence. Or
Yeah.
something.
And then we had to do it a square,
Mm-hmm.
you know, around this wisteria so these flowers could drape over the boards,
Oh,
you know. Yeah, her yard that was her thing, was her yard. But, you know, like I said, basically she was my mother after we married, because she just kind of, we had a wringer washer when we first got married. Well, every time I'd wash, of course I knew how to use it, but she didn't think I did. You know, every time I'd wash clothes, well, she'd have to come out there and help me, because she was afraid I'd get hung in that wringer. You know?
I don't even know if I know what a wringer washer is.
Oh, it's one of those old timey things that you had the washer and then you had the rinsing tubs. You know, you had 2 tubs.
Is that the one where you like poke them through the thing and
Yeah,
it squeezes
and
the stuff out?
Yeah, squeezes the water out of them, and you only washed like once a week. You know, and you had to hang them on the line. So
That's a lot of work.
yeah, it was.
I like some modern technology.
Well, when it works, it's good.
Have you given any thought to an obit?
I'm working on it.
Are you going to want that in the local paper?
Please. And I think the local paper will be plenty, you know.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna need some death certificates too.
Yes, ma'am. This paper, this obituary for the paper, we call that a third-party charge, just like Hank digging the hole,
Okay.
Toby putting the engraving on there, those are all third-party charges that we have no control over.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I
if they don't
understand
give me the price back before we get this contract done, then I'll just call you and let you know how much it is, and you can either run us a check and we'll do an AR and add it to the account, or you can stop by the newspaper and just pay it there. It's just your choice.
that. Okay.
We don't charge it. Whatever it is they
Yeah.
say, that's what we pull out.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but they're pretty lenient about.
Mhm.
But usually they average about $50.
Oh, okay.
Death certificates. Do you know about how many of those you want?
Let's see, she's got several.
You're gonna need an original now for the life insurance policies.
Mm-hmm.
The banks will probably want to see the original, and then they'll make a copy of it and hand it back to you.
Come sit right here.
I see you got on a baseball shirt. Did you play today?
Mm-hmm.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Don't know what the score was.
We won 19-5.
And
Well, y'all kind of
you, how
stomped them,
many
didn't you?
scores did you make?
I scored like about 4 or 5 times.
Home run?
No,
Not this time?
Got a double one time.
Woo! You
So
look pretty fast.
that's why we were late getting here, because, grandmas have to go watch them play ball.
Yes, they do. They don't have those ball games very long.
I know.
I've got a daughter that she's going to graduate next May from nursing school.
Mm,
And time flew by.
I know. And it's flying by here, too.
Well, you'll have to let me know when you have another game. I'll come watch.
okay.
I think it's Thursday, isn't it? Is it Thursday?
Is it here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I can come watch.
I
Playing
think.
another Hamilton team.
Oh, I can come watch a bunch of Hamilton kids play then.
Okay,
Let's
so,
So you think, what, 10 death certificates? That's really a lot of death certificates. I mean, the first one is $20,
okay,
and everyone after's 3.
okay.
When we order them now. You can always go down to the courthouse and get more if you need them. They're
Yeah.
just a little more expensive.
Right. I guess, well, I don't think I need 10. Maybe, can I do 8?
Mhm.
Okay, let's do 8, because I think that'll be more than enough,
I think so too.
because
Most of
we
the time
kinda,
people they don't use 5.
yeah,
But better be safe than sorry.
5 would probably be enough.
But you're looking at, for 3 more, that's $9.
Okay, let's just go with 8 this time,
Yeah, because
and,
after you get that initial one, $3 a piece.
Yeah.
It's not that much.
yeah, and if I have some left, that's okay. That's okay too.
Yep, you just stick them in the file with all the rest of her papers that you're going to keep forever.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know why people do that, but they do.
but they do, and, I called one of the CPAs here in town, and they told me after 7 years, but
You'll keep it.
just as sure as you throw them away, you're gonna need them.
It's kind of fun to go back and look at all that stuff, though.
Yeah, it is.
And it'll be fun when he gets a little older to pull it out and say, this was your aunt, your cousin. Show him a little piece of wood. Just
Yeah,
remembering things.
and the truck that she has in the cedar chest.
The truck.
She kept one of his trucks in there, and then she kept
Where did that end up at?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that ended up. It seemed like she was cleaning out one day, and I can't remember. I know that the quilt that was her son's, she gave it to his dad. and it's still in my closet, I think. Or I might have given it to him when I cleaned out, you know, but I think, I'm pretty sure I gave it to him and told
Now,
him.
aren't you the one that your house just burned
Yes.
recently?
Yes.
Did you get all that squared away and back in and everything's
Well,
good,
I'm
or?
back there, and I have part of my stuff there, and part of it's in storage, and, you know, but I'm living there.
That's all that matters.
And I'm sleeping in my bed.
That's what's important.
But I do appreciate my daughter, both of my daughters, you know, because they help me so much. But you got to have family. You just got to have family. And that's one thing I you know, feel for Mert was because basically we were it. You know, I mean, she looked to us for everything.
I come from a pretty big family.
When she got her, when we had to make her stop mowing, she had her lawnmower stuck in the fence, between the fence and the tree. And that Fisher you was talking about, Mr. Fisher that you picked up not too long ago, he was the one that saw it when it happened, and he had to get her out of the fence, you know, and then he called me. So it was pretty entertaining, you know, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
The books that you'd mentioned you wanted to register book, the ones we have to offer are those 2 ivory ones and those 2 gray ones. We do have some other ones, but there's just a little more additional cost to it. But we have 2 with flowers on them.
Yeah, I see that.
It might be worth it.
Oh, I like the pink flowers. I think that would be great.
I think that would honor her. Okay. You said she already had a grave marker, so we don't need a temporary marker.
No.
The florist is already going to bring all their stuff here. Your memorial service, are you going to want any music or anything like that?
I don't think so. I think what we're going to do, we're just going to keep it simple. And, you know, I want to have the book there. And probably we'll just eat. You know, we'll have a meal and, you know, we'll just have a family gathering. And I think we're just going to try to keep it simple.
Okay.
So, but y'all are welcome to come.
Thank you. I would love to. It's okay. We appreciate the offer, but usually we're busy down here with something, or the minute we would head out there and sit down and fill our plate, we'd get a call and have to go somewhere. So
That's true.
So we don't need the music, don't need that. We've got a book. I'm trying to make sure. I'm looking at my checklist
And we'll
here.
probably have, you know, our pastor.
Would you like us to add the honorarium for him, or is that feeding him going to be enough?
Probably feeding him will be enough.
You're referring to the First Baptist pastor,
Yes.
right? Yeah, Pastor Drew.
Yes.
He likes to eat.
I think feeding him will be sufficient because he's just part of the family, you know. So,
Miss Mert, she had on some jewelry when we picked her up. I'll return that back to you whenever you come and sign. I'll have some forms that you have to sign that say that I gave it back to you.
okay. Don't do that.
So we'll get that taken care of.
Okay.
She was not a military person or anything. Okay.
No, her
So we don't have
first
to worry
husband.
about VA or any of that.
Mm-mm.
Got your email address. We don't need that. Don't need pallbearers. Get all that. Do you want us to put this online on our website?
No. Yeah. Because
You'd be surprised how many people go
people
look at that.
read that and
Yes.
before they read something else.
Sometimes once a week, people will go on there and just
Go
check
down.
and see who's passed. the ones that don't live here.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably knew a bunch working at that sewing factory. Like I said, whenever I get all the death certificate information entered, there'll be a form called the facts of death verification. That'll be one that you'll have to physically wet sign.
Okay.
The rest of it, we could probably do electronically.
Okay. Okay, now when will I receive the death certificate?
They take 7 to 10 days, just about. That's what
Okay.
they've been averaging for us here lately.
Okay.
Like 8 months ago, it was taking over 2 weeks to get them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not sure what happened in that department with them, but
Okay.
we've been lucky. We've been getting them within 7 days.
That's fine, it's no big.
And we'll call you as soon as they get here.
Okay.
But if you want us to mail them to you, we'd be happy to.
No, I could just drop by here. And
Okay,
pick
we'll
them
call
up.
you. Well, you mentioned that you wanted to go take him get something to eat.
Yes.
That
I
would give
probably
me
need to.
that would give me perfect timing
Okay.
to get all this paperwork done. You can just stop back by here. It'll probably take us about 10 minutes maybe
Okay.
to sign. And
Okay.
if you happen to have time to get those insurance policies, we can get that started too if you want us to.
Okay.
Or you can handle that yourself.
Okay. I'll, like I said.
But we take credit cards, check, whatever.
Okay.
Cash.
When do I need to?
We have a policy here at Riley Funeral Home that the charges need to be, financial arrangements need to be made or paid before the cremation
Okay.
takes place.
Okay, so can
So
I
you
just?
got a couple of days.
Oh, okay. Well, when I come back by to sign the papers, can I just go ahead and write you a check?
Yes, ma'am.
Then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then I'll do that.
And the only thing that we'll have to work out would be the obit then. The
Okay.
price of the obit.
Yeah, or I can just drop by the paper
Either way.
place and do that. Okay. Okay, well, I really appreciate y'all and what you're
like I said,
doing.
we're sorry about
and
your loss.
It's,
She sounded like a pretty colorful individual to be around.
oh yeah, she was a feisty little thing. She was full of it.
We like them feisty. Did she happen to have a pacemaker or anything?
She had a knee replacement.
No, we don't have to do anything with those.
Okay.
It's just anything that would have had a battery in it.
No.
'Cause sometimes they put those little stimulators in their backs now, and
Now, wait a minute. Let me think here. I know she had a knee replacement, both of her knees. And no, I don't think she had anything with batteries.
okay. No.
She had cancer. And she had radiation and chemo, and that pretty well,
It wasn't
radiation.
recently though, was it?
Oh no, that's
Okay.
years ago. But radiation pretty well took care of everything that ailed you, or it made you ail more, made you hurt more. You know, it's
And we briefly touched on whether you wanted to view her or not, and you said you didn't. You're just gonna bring us a picture.
no. I'll bring you a picture.
Okay, you bring me a picture, a recent picture. I know that she's got both knees replaced. Is there any other identifying marks or tattoos or anything she would have had?
No, I can't think of anything right now.
Okay.
I
That'd be good.
know she had several surgeries, and she had scars all over her stomach, you know, but other than that, no. I can't think of anything that she had. She always said she had a big nose.
What?
She always said she had a big nose, but I didn't know it. And big ears. That was one thing. She would never have her hair cut up above her ears because her ears were big. And she was afraid they would stick out. So the hair had to come down and cover her
Her
ears.
ears were not big.
She thought they were.
Well, they weren't when I went in there and checked to make, she still had any personal property on her or
Yeah.
anything. And,
Yeah. What did she? She had some.
she had two little earrings, little stud earrings, and a little
Yes.
necklace.
Okay, she didn't have her rings on.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well she's got a set of wedding rings somewhere.
Not unless unless the boys just forgot, but they're pretty good about it whenever they.
Yeah. Well, like I said, she probably quit wearing them a long time ago because her hands would swell. You know,
Arthritis and
yeah.
stuff.
So they're probably at the house somewhere. Yeah.
I will.
So all I
double,
know-
I will double check with them, but
All I know is her her earrings and
No,
her
they're-
necklace.
no, they're not on our personal property.
Because she never
list.
could put her earrings in. I had to put them in for her. You know, so I think that was all she had on.
Did you want any of
But
this
she
to
did
go
have
with her?
she did have dentures.
They're in.
Okay.
She has those in.
Okay. All right.
Did you want any of this jewelry to go with her, or
No.
do you want it returned?
No. I want it.
Okay. I'll have that ready for you then whenever you come to sign the papers.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll go eat, and I'm gonna look this over.
Mhm. You can take these too. I know it doesn't really.
Yeah.
You don't need a casket, but you might want to look at it just for you, or somebody
Yeah.
see it laying in your house. They may just,
Yeah. They may want to.
because we're happy to do pre-arrangements for people here.
Oh. Okay. Oh,
Actually,
you
we
do?
highly encourage it. It makes it so much easier on the families.
Oh. Well, I
And
may
if they're
look-
going to cremate, and they know that's definitely what they want, we have what's called self-authorization for cremation form.
Really.
The family don't have to give permission.
And you do have pre-arrangements.
Mhm.
I
They
was
basically will follow all of this.
I wasn't
This right
aware
here.
of
I need
that.
this back. That's my form. You
Oh.
can't have that.
I'm sorry.
I'll get you another one though. Whenever, if you want, I'll put you a little pre-arrangement packet together, and you can
Yeah.
take it home and look at it.
That would be great.
It'll have all of these in it, and then it'll have a different kind of folder that's a little more in depth about your family, to fill out your obituary, your history stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of get you started on all that.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't ever know.
No, ma'am, you don't.
We're not promised tomorrow.
But I've sure seen some families that are. It sure makes it a lot simpler when they walk in here and I say, "Your mama had a pre-need." They're like, "She did?" Yes, it included this. That's a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we want. I said,
I
okay.
know that it sounds awful, to cremate. It's
It's
just
not though. She's already gone.
that. Well, that's true.
She's gone. She's up there with her son and husband and
Her brothers.
it's Rena Slager again. I'm sorry I had to do this in 2 parts, ma'am, but this is what funeral directors do. We had a bad storm at the funeral home, knocked out our power. Miss Massengill couldn't come at another time. She's got doctor's appointments 3 days this next week. I had to come to her house. I'm happy to do it.
Hi, Miss Liger. It's nice. I'm glad you could come out.
It's good to see you, Miss Massengill. Thanks for letting me bring these out. I know your schedule looks pretty hectic next week, so doctor's appointments you said you had.
Yeah. Oh,
Hope you don't bite me.
No, she won't bite. She may let you to death.
That storm we had last night was something.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, our transformer's hanging from a wire, not attached to the post anymore at the funeral home.
Oh,
They had to get a special order one, so.
maybe a bomb.
I promise I won't take up much of your time though. I know everybody's busy,
That's fine.
but
I just appreciate you coming out and we can get this
well, I
done.
got the picture printed off before the storm hit, so
Okay,
that's a good thing. The only thing I didn't get was the obituary.
Oh, okay. I'm still working on that a little bit. Can I?
We have till Tuesday at 10 o'clock to get it into the paper.
Okay.
So you
Okay,
should be
I'll
okay.
get it to you. I'll email it to you.
Well, I'll just jump right to the chase here. I just got a whole stack full of papers for you to sign.
Oh, lovely. All
But I'll
right.
explain them as we go. This is the facts of death verification. This is what all that information I gathered from you that you gave me at the removal. This is what I used to get the death certificates.
Okay.
Her social security, it had to be right or it wouldn't have went through. If everything's correct, you can just sign it. But the state of Texas is a booger bear to change after you
Yeah,
push the
I
button.
realize that.
Anything you do with the state.
Okay, there's that one.
Perfect. This is the authorization for cremation.
Okay.
Remember I was asking you if she had pacemakers or whether you wanted to visually see her?
No.
This is saying that I gave you the opportunity to, but you declined, so I just need your initials there. And this one says that she does not have a pacemaker. I just need initials there and there.
No, she doesn't have a pacemaker.
And will you be the one that's going to pick up her ashes?
Yes,
Okay,
I will.
that's what I thought. I put you on here, but I can add another name if I need to.
No.
All I ask is that when you come to pick her up, when we call you, that you bring your driver's license or
Okay.
some form of ID.
Okay.
Because I have to visually make sure, I know it's you,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I have to do that.
Okay.
If you'll sign there.
Sign here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we also go ahead and fill this part out. Will you make sure that address is correct?
245 County Road 500 Hamilton.
Just in case, that's just in case something happens that we can mail them to you.
Yes. You never know this day and time.
No, you sure don't. This form here, I just need to explain it, but it's really. This right here says that there was nothing of value on her, that I'm fixing her, I've got her stuff in my pocket right here, I'm fixing to give it back to you. But, she has nothing of value on her and you don't want anything to be cremated with her.
No.
Okay,
No.
so that's taken
Do
care
I
of.
need to initial that?
No, you don't have to initial that. This page here is really doesn't concern you since you're the last living relative of her.
Okay.
I mean, if she would have had if she'd had kids, multiple kids, anything like that, then I would have had to have all of their information too
No.
to make sure this is,
Just me.
okay. That takes care of that. The obit came to $44. I already found,
Okay.
they gave me an estimate.
Okay.
For some reason, our paper decided to start doing it different, and they sent me this little price sheet, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice."
Well, yeah. Okay.
So
So will you just add that into
I
the?
already took the liberty of doing that
Okay.
to the statement.
Okay.
So I got the photo. I'll still need that, but here's your statement of goods and services.
Okay.
This right here. Remember we talked about the tribute package and the direct cremation, and I told you that since you wanted that necklace, it would be better to go with that tribute. Well, by going with the tribute, it came out to be $37.90, whereas with the direct cremation, with all the third parties, it was $38.09. So,
Oh. Okay.
so
Well,
I knew it would be.
appreciate
It's just a
that.
little bit, but
You're a little bit.
you got more with this. You're getting the necklace, and you wouldn't have with the other one. On this other side here, it shows all your third party charges.
Okay.
There's your engraving. There's opening and closing for the hole.
Okay. Now this was for the date on the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's the
Okay.
engraving on the headstone. That's to open and close out there when y'all do your memorial. That's your obit price,
Okay.
and that's your DCs, your death certificates.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, are y'all gonna do the opening and closing of the?
The hole. Dig the hole for you. Yes, ma'am. That's what this is.
Okay. Okay.
That's what that is. We just call him. You tell me whenever you're gonna have your memorial service, and we call him, and he may go the day before. He may go that morning if it's a late afternoon, or
Okay.
But it'll be open waiting on you.
Okay.
And usually he doesn't close it
Oh, okay.
because most of the time in the past here, most of the families have wanted to do that themselves.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we're talking a hole about this big
Yeah,
and about that deep.
yeah.
So the
That
family
wouldn't
wants
be
to put it in
anything,
there.
yeah.
It's kind of a symbolic thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But he's happy to come back and put the dirt back in if you
No,
want
we
him
can
to.
do that.
Okay. If you're agreeable
So,
to that.
yes,
Mhm.
that saved a lot, that saved quite a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna sign right here.
I don't see your grandson running
Well,
around here.
no, his parents come and got him a while ago, so.
You probably needed a break. I think he's full of energy.
He's definitely. And he was hitting on all cylinders
There's like
today.
4 places you have to sign.
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Okay. Sign my life away, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's the story.
Okay.
Thank you. This is the authorization to embalm form. But when you're signing it, you're telling me not to do it. You're authorizing me not to embalm.
Right.
It's just a matter of where we sign on this form. So we're gonna sign right here.
Okay. So now we are going to do cremation. Print and signature.
In this form here, where you're signing that one, I'm just gonna kind of speed this up.
Okay.
This authorization to collect fingerprints, you don't have to sign it. We just needed a verbal from you,
Okay.
and you gave that to me, but I just wanted to let you know I didn't forget about it.
Okay.
So, as a matter of fact, I already have them.
Okay.
So, and I can email those to you if you decide you want to do something else with them later, or we'll keep that hard copy in our file
Okay.
forever.
Yeah, just keep it in the file. That'll be fine.
Okay.
At least I know where it's at.
This right here is identification acknowledgement. And since I have that picture, that's what I'm gonna use.
Okay.
We're gonna do this. If you would have done it by visual, you would have had to sign here and
Okay.
this
Yeah.
part of it too.
Now I sent you her latest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I can use that. Plus I also know that she's got some surgery scars and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Yes, ma'am. I like to get the photo anyway, though, just so the crematory has a way to,
Right.
because they don't know your aunt from
Right.
anybody. Whenever they open, they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This way they can say, oh, this is her. Check. This is acknowledgement of personal effects that I'm returning. There was one necklace and one pair of earrings. They were
Right.
both white in color with stones in them.
Mm-hmm.
On that thing. There you go.
Thank.
And you had mentioned that you thought she had rings on her. I did ask the boys and the men that came to the house the other night, and they.
I don't think that she did because her hands were swollen.
I mean, they're pretty good about anything that comes in with
Yeah.
them. They put it in the safe, and
She's got it stuck away somewhere in a pillowcase or something. You know, she was one of these that.
I used to have an aunt that would hide things in the freezer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So I'm sure I'll find them somewhere.
yeah, they'll turn up. This is authorization for minimal prep. When we do a cremation, there's still a few things that I have to do to get her ready to go to be cremated.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's just your basic stuff. Sometimes it's removing a pacemaker. That's the big deal. Sometimes they'll want them dressed.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of stuff. In this case, it's just a
She'll
matter
just
of
have a gown. I mean,
she's gonna go with what she came in with.
okay. That sounds good.
Unless you bring us something different.
No, that's fine.
Your signature goes right there.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is all new to me because we've always had to do a burial or you know, the embalming.
Mhm.
And to me, I think this is gonna be easier.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a lot simpler on you and your family.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. So you need a check?
Well, yes, ma'am. If you want to give me one, or you can run it by the funeral home
No.
tomorrow or the
Let's
next
just do it
day.
now and get it over with.
Would you like me to bring the receipt back to you, or
You can just email it to me, cause I'll have a check.
okay, I can email it to you, and then I'll hold the hard copy if you want until
Okay.
we call you to come
Now,
and pick
is
up.
this Riley
Riley
Home,
Funeral.
or is it the Dignity?
No, it's
Dignity Memorial.
It's
I can't
Riley.
even talk.
That Riley name means something in Hamilton.
Yeah, it does. Okay, now what was that?
$37.90.
$37.90. Even?
Yes, ma'am. I think I have to go by here again in a little bit. If they've got our power up and going, I may just go ahead and run that receipt back by here for
That'll
you.
be fine.
So,
That'll be fine.
well,
If I should not be here, my front door's open. Just open the door and put it in that little window right there.
I don't know if we can do that. We'll see.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's okay if you can.
I'll,
Put it under the
how about
door.
put it in your mailbox out there?
Yeah, or put it under my doormat.
I'll put it under the doormat. That'll work.
Yeah, that'll work better.
That'll work.
Yeah, that way it won't blow
Because we don't like to hang on these. We like to do and
I understand.
shift and keeps everybody happy.
Yes. And can I keep this?
Yes, ma'am.
Right here, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I've been looking this
And I
up.
walked out and forgot that pre-need packet I had put together for you. But I'll run it by 2 and I'll bring the receipt
Okay,
back.
that'll be great.
Okay?
Okay, well, I appreciate you doing this,
Well,
and
you're welcome.
when will she leave?
Like I said, we need to wait 48 hours, but we're approaching that now.
Okay,
So tomorrow's Monday. We don't like to do them on Mondays.
everybody else wants to do
We
it.
just, well, we never know what's gonna happen, what happened over the weekend, what's gonna happen Monday morning, with the
Right.
power being out, the storm and
Yeah.
stuff, so we're probably looking at Tuesday if the crematory's open.
That's fine, that's,
And she goes to Elliott Hamill, I did explain that right.
no,
Okay. She goes to Elliott Hamill Garden of Memories in Abilene.
oh, okay.
That's our sister funeral home there, and they have a little crematory, and that's the one we use.
Oh, okay.
Probably
So
one
you
of
take her up there, and then do you bring the ashes back?
the same day.
The same, oh, the same day?
She'll be there by 9 o'clock that morning, and by about 2 or 3, she's back in Hamilton.
Oh, okay. So you can call me whenever you can release them, or,
I can call you whenever she gets back, or you can wait the next day, or whatever you want to do.
okay. Okay, let's just wait till the next day. That way
Okay.
you won't be rushed with,
Well, you had all those doctor's appointments, so
yeah.
I mean,
So that's
just
a good
whenever
time.
you can squeeze a window, because it doesn't take very long. If you have your driver's license ready, we make a copy. You sign the paper.
Walk out, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I know that sounds kind of cold, but
I know, but, and I'm wondering, yeah. That'll be okay. Yeah, I'll just come by there the next day and
okay,
do that.
that'll be great.
Okay, so
We're done.
we're done?
I told you it's short and sweet.
Well, you are.
And it takes longer to get the other stuff, and then we're good to go.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, like I said, thank you for agreeing to see me.
yes, and thank you for coming out.
If not, I would have had to wait till Thursday before you got back, which would have been okay, but
Yeah.
I just
That'd
didn't,
be
I was
kinda long.
kinda didn't think you wanted to wait.
No.
No, that gives you time to plan your thing this weekend if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Well, I appreciate you coming by, and
Yep, and if you need anything, you've still got my business card,
I do,
so
I
just
do.
call us, and if you find those insurance policies, bring them by and we'll help you fill them out.
okay.
Alright, I'm still looking.
Okay.
You know, there's lots of stuff to dig through, but.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, thank
Thanks.
you.
Yep, thank you.
Y'all have been excellent.